Yeah, didn't want to stop going in here. So that's not good. We're gonna fix that. This is a 96 power distribution center that these trucks never came with. So I did away with all the fusible links and put that in there and wired it up. Yeah, we got a new battery for it too. But the brake booster, when I got the truck in 2007, like there wasn't a master cylinder on it or any of that. So I have a feeling the seal was damaged inside. And so the brakes, the vacuum booster hasn't worked probably completely. So we're gonna fix that today. New booster, and I got another master cylinder we're gonna put on just to make sure, because we're gonna take it to Woodland Park tomorrow, and I'm sure there's some snow up there still. So I'm gonna need a 4-wheel drive.
Yeah, it might look nice outside, but it is freezing still.
I mean, if you look at the mountains, like it looks like it's snowing up there right now.
Yeah, it's cold, man.
So this is a 92 W250 Dodge Cummins. It's an LE factory, but it's got a manual transmission in it. It's got an NV4500 that I built with hardened input and a hardened output shaft, and it also has a 5th gear lockout because those things will spin the nut right off the back in 5th gear. I did all the paint and body work on it. It's got a 4-inch lift on it. It does have it's got 40 horse injectors in it right now, and it's got a Bosch rotary pump that was rebuilt by Gillette Diesel, and it's turned up too. It's got a fuel pin in it, and yeah, I'm sure they did some stuff. Those guys have like a dyno that they can put pumps on and actually tune them. So that stuff's done to it. It's, it's an LE, so it's got all the options. I wired it for trailer brakes, like why I had it all apart. It's got a DVD CD player in it with a flip out screen. I think that might be it so far. Truck was a total basket case when I got it, so there wasn't even windows in the cab, no hood. That was all gone. So I had a bunch of extra pieces that we put in it. The front bumper was new, the mirrors are new. There's a bunch of new stuff on it that I put on it. It's got aftermarket headlights in it. Yeah, I read the interiors out of another truck. It's got newer Cummins diesel emblems I put on it. And it's really dirty. Yeah, there's like metal all over inside it right now. I took all the interior trim out because that stuff was all gone. It's supposed to have like a headliner in it and all kinds of trim around the windows and stuff. And yeah, I got rid of all that stuff because at the time you couldn't get it. There is a guy in Texas now that's like started reproducing it. This stuff in the back is all like 74 extended cab truck. And same thing with the windows, like, cause all that stuff was gone when I got the truck. I can't remember if it's got a Rancho lift on it or not, but it's got Rancho shocks. The fronts are adjustable. The rears are just stock, standard Rancho stuff. All the leaf spring bolts are 5/8 because I 100% intended on towing trailers with this thing. That was the whole idea of building it. Yeah, at that point. It's got a Borgeson steering shaft in it. We do have I've got a new turn signal switch for it too, we're gonna put in today. And yeah, the color is 1970 vitamin C Go Mango orange that Dodge and Plymouth used on their muscle cars basically. The frame, somebody apparently hacked like 2 inches off the back of it when I got it. So I had to fix that, and there was a bunch of cracks in it too. Like, I don't know what they were doing with this thing, if they were hauling cows or, you know, I don't know what they were doing. So the frame is like, I welded all the cracks up in it, and then it's plated on the inside of it, like over the wheel wells, just to make sure we don't have any issues. Of course, it's got the axles that are in it are 308 gear, so they're probably out of a non-intercooled, non-overdrive truck. But I mean, all my experience with diesels, they run out of RPM going down the highway. So this thing, even with the 33, is like actually, you know, geared pretty well. I wouldn't have issues in 5th gear, like cruising down the highway in it, you know, without wrapping, you know, it won't be wrapping the motor out. So yeah, stay tuned and follow along while we make this thing safe to drive. Since it's barely 40 degrees in here. All right, we got all the bolts out, everything disconnected underneath, so there we go. Here it is, all nasty and rusty and like a big old hunk of junk. So we're gonna send this one back
For a core charge. Core charge on everything anymore.
Yeah.
Even though it's probably, if you took it to scrap, it'd only be worth about $350.
Yeah. Trying to get this. You don't want it too far out because it'll push on the master cylinder when you're not pushing on the brakes, and I can make the brakes heat up and lock up and all kinds of stupid stuff. See, I bench bled it, some old brake lines and little vacuum tubing I had, because I could not find the right plugs to actually plug them off. That's basically the correct way to bleed these things out, so I just didn't have any options with this. Trying not to spill brake fluid all over too.
If you would have been a bad waiter, bro.
All right. Cool, we got it on there. All right, master cylinder's on. It's all got the brake lines hooked up. Just hooking these vacuum hoses back up to it and step on the pedal and see how it feels. That's crazy. You said like go almost to the floor. Cool. Do some more stuff. Check the fluid on it, make sure it's full. I pumped it a few times. All right.
Brakes feel a lot better?
Yeah. It's just different because it like stops.